This video covers the volume of pyramids, cones, and spheres. Number 1, find the volume of the rectangular pyramid. Be sure to include the correct unit in your answer. We were doing before rectangular prisms in the last video, and a rectangular prism goes straight up. Pyramids and cones come to a point, and so because of that, unlike a prism that was just the area of the base times the height, whenever it's a cone or a pyramid coming to a point, you put the number 1/3 in front of it. So the capital B still stands for the area of the base, and the base is a rectangle. So the area of the base, capital B area, stands for the length times the width here for a rectangle, so 7 times 6. So the volume is the area of the base, 7 times 6, and then times the height of the pyramid, which was 7. And that gives you 98 for number 1. Number 2, it's a cone, same formula, 1/3 the area of the base times the height. The area of the base is a circle, so that's pi r squared, and the radius is 5. So plug in the 5, and the height of this one's 9. It says use 3.14, and when you do that, it's 235.5. On number 3, it's another cone. This time they'd like to have the exact volume, which means leave the pi. They gave us the diameter. We're going to need the radius, so divide that by 2 and you get 6 for the radius. So again, 1/3 the area of the base, and the area of the base is pi r squared, and then times the height. So 1/3 pi, the radius, which is 6, half of the 12, and then the height, and you get 144 pi. Again, just leave the pi out of the other numbers, do 1/3 times 6 squared times 12, and then put the pi on it. On number 4, a sculpture is made of solid brass in the shape of a cone. The sculpture is 90 inches tall, and its base has a radius of 6 inches. If the brass costs 55 cents per cubic foot, how much did the brass for the sculpture cost? It's a cone again, so 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Again, a cone just like the picture above it, so it's got a circular base, so pi r squared for the area of the base, and then times the height. So when you put in the radius, which was 6, and the height 90, we get 3,391.2 inches cubed, and then times 55 cents per each inch cubed gives you $1,865.16. It's a lot of money. Number 5, it says the radius of a sphere is 6.5 meters. Calculate the sphere's surface area. Use the value 3.14 for pi and round your answer to the nearest tenth. So we got to round it to the tenth on this one. So 4 pi r squared is the sphere's formula. They gave us the radius of 6.4. Multiply it all out using the 3.14 like they told us, and you get this large number. So to the nearest tenth, this number's the tenth. Look to the right of it. It is 5 or greater, so we got to round the 4 up to 5. And all surface area problems are in meters squared. All volume problems are always in meters cubed or inches cubed or whatever it is cubed. And this one's area. It says area. So the answer is going to be in square units. Number 6, it says the diameter of a sphere is 17.4 meters. So that would make the radius half of that, or 8.7. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. And the radius again is 8.7. Then you said use 3.14 for pi and multiply it out and get your answer. Number 7 is also a volume question because they said it was solid, meaning it's filled with the whole thing is filled, so it's a volume question again. So we're going to want to find the volume of it, 4/3 pi r cubed, and the radius is 3. So we end up with the volume is 113.04 inches cubed. And they said that each inch cubed was 25 cents. So multiply by 25 cents to get the whole answer as $28.26. On number 7, it's a pyramid. So again, it's coming to a point. So 1/3 the area of the base times the height. The base is 8 by 7. The height is 9. And so we get 168 feet cubed. Let's see. Next up, number 9 is a cone. So 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Again, the area of the base is a circle, so it's pi r squared. They didn't give us the radius though, they gave us the diameter is 6. So take half of it, and that makes the radius 3. The height of the whole cone's 11, and you get 103.62 yards cubed. Number 10 is the same question. This time they gave us the radius 5 and the height 9. Plug it into the cone formula. 1/3 the area of the base, which is pi r squared times the height, and you get 75. And it did say they wanted the exact volume. Be careful on those story problems that you read how they want the answer. They wanted it exact. So we're not multiplying out by pi this time. We're just going to leave it alone. Do 5 squared times 9, divide by 3, and you get 75 pi. Again, it's commutative. You can do it in any order you want when you multiply. So 1/3 times 5 squared times 9. Number 11. It says we got paper cups shaped like cones. Each cone has a height of 10 and a diameter of 9. So the radius is 4.5. We're going to fill that cup with water. So it's a volume problem because we're filling it up. So 1/3 the area of the base times the height. The base is going to be a circle for a cone. Here's a cone, up here's a cone. The base is pi r squared times the height. I get 211.95. They said all the aquariums added together have a volume of 16,956. We take the total volume of all of them, divide by the volume of one aquarium, and surprisingly, not an aquarium, this one's cups. So that gives you exactly 80 cups. Number 12. It is they want the surface area of a sphere again. They gave you everything you needed for it. The radius is 7.3, so just plug it into the formula for the surface area, and you'll get 669.3 when it's rounded to the nearest tenth. Again, to the nearest tenth is one decimal place. To the right of it is not 5 or more, so I left it a 3. Number 13. It says the diameter of a sphere is 14.2. Calculate the volume. So the radius again would be half of the diameter. So you got to take 14.2 and divide that by 2. You get 7.1. Plug it in and round it to the nearest tenth, because he said to the tenth on this one. That would make the 4 move up to a 5, so 1498.5. The last one, number 14, we've got a box of chocolates. So they want to know the volume of all the chocolates, and one piece of the candy has a diameter of 6, so that makes the radius 3. So one piece of chocolate has a volume of 4/3 pi r cubed, because it's a sphere, and that's the sphere formula. Plug in the 3, and you get 113.04 for one piece of chocolate. So for 15 pieces of candy, multiply by 15, and it's 1,695.6 centimeters cubed. Again, volume is always to the third for the units, and surface area or area is to the second. Okay, you have a great day. Talk to you soon.